Hey, how are you doing? This is Melinda. Welcome to my channel. As you can see in the background, I am not at home. I am on vacation in St. Augustine, Florida, having a wonderful time. Sadly, by the time you see this video, I will be home. But in the meantime, I have been having a wonderful time. I have been walking for miles on the beach. I have been doing some wonderful record shopping, and I've also had some wonderful musical experiences that I'm very excited to show you all. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. June 1st kind of was maybe the kickoff of our vacation, and I was so blessed to get to go see Paul McCartney in concert in Lexington, Kentucky. It was just an amazing experience that I'll never forget. I enjoyed it. He was absolutely wonderful. The musicians around him are absolutely wonderful. When he went up to the piano and started playing Let It Be, I got goosebumps. I had some emotional moments. There's just so many highlights I can't even begin to tell you, and I just feel so fortunate that I got to see him. It was my first time seeing him. Hopefully not my last, but we'll see. I'll go ahead and show you the program. I went ahead and bought a tour book, and it was just let me go ahead and find some cool pictures to show you. This one's really cool here, and just a really cool little book to have as a souvenir. It's just a special night I'll never forget, and I really enjoyed it. So thankful to have this. And also I picked up a t-shirt. I couldn't resist because of how it was made. Here it is. Paul McCartney, just love that picture. And then at the bottom, what makes this one so special is it says Lexington, Kentucky Rupp Arena on June 1st. So I have an actual t-shirt from that actual concert date, and I thought that was really special. So I just couldn't resist picking that one up. Also, we just kind of drove through Perdido Key and had a wonderful time there before we came here. And while we were there, we learned that Hootie and the Blowfish were in concert. So we went ahead and at the last minute got tickets, got to go. We had a beautiful night that night. It was an incredible show. Here's the t-shirt I picked up from that. Just a really cool shirt. And the opening act were the Barenaked Ladies. And the lead singer, he was a real smart aleck, but I mean that in the best way possible. He was hilarious, and we just had the best time. It was really a great show as well. And also now I'm going to go ahead and show you, I did some shopping at a place called Bay Sound Vinyl and CD, and the owner, Billy, it was just really a treat to get to meet him and talk to him. He's been in the record selling business for a very long time. He's very knowledgeable. He was very kind, and I found some really good stuff in his store. So if you get a chance to go to Daphne, Alabama, stop by Bay Sound. You won't regret it. It's a great store. And I went ahead and picked up, you all know I'm collecting 45s for my jukebox, so I did find a few of those. I found another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd, and I have my childhood copy, but it's B. It sounds terrible. So I was happy to find another copy of this. And hopefully it sounds great. You know, I am on vacation. I haven't been able to test and listen to my records yet, so I'm just kind of showing you them on the fly. This one is one he just went ahead and gave me because the condition's a little iffy. This is Aerosmith and What It Takes, backed with Monkey on My Back. And I am a huge fan of the early Aerosmith music, but I think Pump is a very solid record, and I have always loved it. And so to have something hopefully that will work for my jukebox from the album Pump, I love both of those songs very much, so I'm just excited to have that. Also, this is a Motley Crue 45, something I don't see very often. This is Wild Side, and it is backed with the 5 Years Dead. So anyway, I'm hoping to put that one in my jukebox. It's a contender. We'll see. The next one is Kickstart My Heart, which is a really cool Motley Crue song. I really like the song Kickstart My Heart. Side B is, I am not going to say what side B is. If you want to know, you'll just have to do your research because I am not saying it. But anyway, happy to find that. Okay, the next two were absolutely killer finds to me. I've never seen them before, didn't know they existed, and I was so super stoked to find them. This is Van Halen, and this is off their Balance album. So I'm so excited to find this. It even came with the little jukebox, the little card for the jukebox. So anyway, this is Not Enough by Van Halen off of their Balance album, and I absolutely love that song. I think Sammy just does not get enough credit for the beautiful vocals that he can give. He's just an incredible singer, and that's a beautiful song. And also Amsterdam, I love that song Amsterdam too. So as far as Sammy Hagar Van Halen albums, I would say Balance is my very favorite. I really love it. I think it's a great album. This one is also from Balance, and this is Can't Stop Loving You, the 45 of it. That was their major single that they had from that album. To be honest, I don't really think it fits that album very well. It's kind of a darker album. This is one of my least favorite songs, but when it's Van Halen, I love them all, so it's not like it's horrible or anything. It's just not my favorite, but I like that one. And what was really cool about this 45, there's a song on here called Crossing Over, and it is a non-album single. And I'm going to be really honest, as much as I love Van Halen, I've never heard this song. So my curiosity, I've decided instead of looking it up on YouTube while I'm on vacation, I'm going to wait till I get home and give it a play and listen to it for the first time on this 45. So I was very excited to find that. Okay, the next I'm going to find, these are some Psych, a couple Psych records that I was excited to find. This one, I'm going to take it out of the sleeve here. It is the Troggs Wild Thing, and it was in really great shape. I really love that song. Billy, while I was at Bay Sound, he cleaned it up for me and played the first side, and I really loved the music, loved what I heard, and so I went ahead and picked this album up, and it was in really good condition. I was really excited about it. Here is the sleeve for it. And I'll show you the record. The record for it being, I think it came out in 1966. And this record is in really beautiful condition. So I was really happy to find that. And, his prices were good. It was just a really good store. Just a really good store. The next record I'm going to show is a band that I saw, and I wish I could remember who it was. I don't remember. But there was somebody who showed needle drops and talked about this band, and I heard the needle drop, and I made a mental note. Wow, I like that, and if I ever find it, I'm going to pick it up. And sure enough, at Bay Sound, I found it. It's Clearlight. Self-titled, Clearlight was the band, Clearlight is the album. It was a one-time album, and then they disbanded. I think they came out in 1968. But it's just a really good Psych album, and I thought it was really cool. Here is the inner sleeve. It was in really good shape. It's on this really cool Elektra label, the gold Elektra label. And I think it's just a really good Psych record. I mean, everybody, if you watch my videos, you know where my heart is. I love 70s and 80s classic rock. But I really do love a 60s Psych record, and I think this one is a really good one. So I was happy to pick that one up too, and I had never seen it in person before. So I just want to say to you who do the needle drops, thank you so much. I really appreciate the needle drops y'all do. This one is a really beat record, but it's what I'd call a second tier, just a second tier Grail for me. I have a hard time finding it in really good shape, so I found this one. The cover is absolutely beat, but I found it for $3 at Bay Sound, and I picked it up because the vinyl is awesome. And usually when I find this album, it's Badfinger straight up. The vinyl looks as bad as the covers, so I was really happy. Or it costs a ton of money. I've seen somebody ask $75 for it. It was in. It was a sealed copy, so I get it, but didn't want to pay $75 for this record. But anyway, this one is in fabulous condition, so I was really happy to pick that one up. Okay, and then I'm going to show a box set I found at Bay Sound. This is from 2009. This is Creedance Clearwater Revival. This is a singles box set, and I'm going to go through it really quickly. So, first off, it does come with this wonderful little booklet. Let me see if I can find a really cool picture. Here's a real cool picture. I'm on vacation. I haven't been able to read this book, and I do not know all the information about this, so I'm just going to show it. This is a reproduction of a white label promo for 45 revolutions per minute. I think a couple of these are very hard to find in the original form, so it's kind of nice to have a reproduction of. This one is on the Scorpio label, Call It Pretending and Porterville. So I thought that was really cool to have that single. I think that would be nearly impossible to find. Original anyway. This one is Someday Never Comes and Tearing Up the Country. This one I love, Susie Q. Susie Q Part 1 and 2. Let me show you the record on this, because this is the label we're used to seeing, this beautiful fantasy green label. Let me turn around here. I also love the blue label. I think it's beautiful too. But this green is really iconic with all of their 45s and their originals. So Susie Q, Have You Seen the Rain and Hey Tonight. And I know I do not have these in the proper order, and I need to put them in proper order, and I will when I get home. I'm on vacation. This is Sweet Hitchhiker and Door to Door. When I get home, I will put them in the proper order, I promise. Traveling Band and Who'll Stop the Rain. I Heard It Through the Grapevine and Good Golly Miss Molly. Proud Mary and Born on the Bayou. Walk on the Water and I Put a Spell on You, which that is a song I absolutely love. I Put a Spell on You. Green River and Commotion, another great 45. I love the back of this one. I think it's really cool. Bad Moon Rising and Lodi, just another killer 45. They really just killed it. They had some great music. This is one of my very, very favorites. I love it. Fortunate Son and Down on the Corner. Run Through the Jungle and Up Around the Bend, another killer 45. And finally, this one is Looking Out My Back Door and Long as I Can See the Light. So anyway, very happy to find this box set in such a pristine condition. I don't think it had ever been played, and if it had been just maybe a few times. So thank you, Billy at Bayside. I really, really loved your store. And thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel and leave your comments. I just really love talking to each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.